Welcome back everyone, it's Aric from Rare Candy, and today we are back, as you can see, checking out the single prize Alcremie deck that Brilliant Stars has given us. So if you're not familiar with this Alcremie, it's a very unique card. It has this ability where your turn does not end if you played Cafe Master, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot. We're on Cafe Master in just a second, but the attack for 2 colorless energy is 10 plus 40 more for each type of basic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So ideally we swarm our field full of basic energies and just nuke anything in our path. But of course, that's where the Cafe Master card comes in. It's a supporter card where we choose up to 3 of our bench Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, we search our deck for a different type of basic energy card and attach it to that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck and your turn ends. So obviously we're just trying to chain a bunch of energy turn after turn with this and just hopefully try to knock out anything in our path. I will say that this deck has been very challenging to try to get to a spot that feels good. I planned on covering this deck weeks ago, but I really didn't like where I was at with it. I can't count how many lists, but this has probably been the most successful out of all the versions I've tried. And even still, I don't think this deck is like super competitive, but I still think this was, one of the newer archetypes to come out of the set, and I still wanted to show it off in some capacity. But with that being said, before we get any deeper, if you guys can't, remember to smack that like button to feed the YouTube algorithm. And if you need any cards to complete this Alcremie deck for yourself, you can check out our friends at PTCGO Use that coupon code RARECANDY at checkout to get yourselves a discount. And Rare Candy's patrons not only had early access to this deck list, but also have their own exclusive discount code for even bigger savings. Links to those will be down below in the description. But hopping back into our list, of course, Alcremie is going to be our main attacker, but the other key card we're going to be running is going to be the 3/3 by Barrel line for the Industrious Incisors ability to draw until we have 5 cards in our hand. Because all of our supporter cards that help get energy in play don't really allow us to see a lot of cards. So whenever we do play things like Cafe Master, we can still see additional cards and, get other things into play in a turn as well. But even though we're playing this, we are also playing 2 copies of Mew for the Mysterious Tail ability. This allows us to look at the top 6 of our deck, get an item, and put it into our hand. So Mew is just fantastic to help get set up in the early games. We can grab our Ball Search cards, including Battle VIP Pass, to help give us some explosive early turns. I've tried a million, I feel like, different search cards and search engines in this deck. I've tried Gloria, Quick Balls, everything you can think of, and this deck just feels like it falls apart if you don't have like a full bench on turn 1. And Battle VIP Pass is really going to be one of the only cards that's going to allow us to be able to do something like that. So that's why we are going with this engine. Mew makes finding these on turn 1 a lot easier as well. And we can discard the extra copies with our Ultra Balls if needed as well. And then from there, we just have the 1 copy of Manaphy to protect against things like Jolteon and Rapid Strike Urshifu if needed. But looking at our trainer cards, as you can see, we are only playing 3 Cafe Master, which might look, I think, really odd. I initially had 4 in this deck, but what I kind of found was that in the early game, I'm honestly preferring Marnie to be able to get set up and find our basics. Because like I said, we need a full bench with this deck. Partially for Cafe Master as well, because if we only have 1 or 2 Pokemon in play, the supporter just is not that good. So we want to be able to play Marnie a little bit more in the early game. That's why we are playing the 4 count of it here. And between 3 Cafe Master and 2 Raihan, those are 5 supporters. That gives us 5 turns to potentially play one of these supporters before we lose. So I don't think we're ever going to have a game where we play 4 Cafe Master and 2 Raihan. I think the 5 split between them is perfectly fine. Then from there, we have kind of a tool engine, if you will, that kind of reminds me of the Pachirisu deck I posted not too long ago. EXP share going to be very important because it allows us to take an energy from our active that's knocked out by damage and move it to the Pokemon on our bench that has EXP share. And after we move that energy to our next Alcremie, we can use Shopping Center to pick up that tool and move that EXP share to another Milcery on our bench and just keep chaining that over and over. That's the general idea. And then from there, we also do have 2 copies of Ordinary Rod. I will point out, I did try Rescue Carrier in the deck at different points, but getting energy back in deck, I just found to be a really impactful effect since we are playing the Cafe Master. So that's why I am playing the 2 count instead of a split between the Rod and the Rescue Carrier. But that's going to be the list we're going to be trying out today, guys. I'm definitely curious your thoughts on this list. If you have any suggestions on how you might want to run this, I think you could play multi-prizers, but once I started going down that route, I was just like, well, Why are we playing Alcremie at that point? If we're not playing just single prizers, I feel like there's no reason to play the deck at all. So this is where I'm at with it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's hop in some games and let's see if we can at least get a win today with this thing. Okay, let's call the coin flip over here, which we do lose. And I do see a Mew deck box over here. So it definitely could be Mew VMAX. And this is actually a pretty good hand going first. Starting with Mew and having the Marnie. So we can dig, what, 11 cards deep in total between both of these. So between our top deck and both of these, we should be able to get a Battle VIP pass. But if we see a Sobble, we see a Goon. That makes me think this might be Jolteon, and if that's the case, very glad I still have the Manaphy in the list right now. But not a whole lot going on from them, that is fine with me. So at that point, we will just Marnie. Yes, we don't want to attach to Mew, so... ooh. I mean, that's not very good. We definitely want Battle VIP pass here, otherwise this is pretty rough hand. Okay, and we do get there, thank God. So we have Bidoof, we got Burrell for next turn, we got the VIP pass. Actually, yeah, this looks pretty good on our end right now. We could go for the Manaphy if this is Jolteon, but we don't know that just yet, so I don't want to commit to that. And let's take a peek through our deck. It looks like we did prize an Alcremie and a Burrell. We prized one Rod. Other than that, guys, we're looking pretty good. So yeah, we'll just go for this. Get down our energy over here. EXP share, I suppose, just in case of a Marnie or something like that, and we'll just pass from there. Next turn, we have a pretty good hand lined up, and there's going to be the Jolteon. So yeah, we definitely want to get down Manaphy. That's going to be absolutely crucial for our deck here. There's going to be the Drizzile, so probably going to grab a supporter if I just had to guess here, or an energy search to guarantee an attachment for the turn. Those both seem pretty decent to me. So let's see what they're going to get with the Drizzile. Yeah, there's going to be the research. I'm happy with that. I really didn't want to get Marnied. There's Path. We don't care about that. Okay. So we'll do this. We could even attach this here. I might just attach over here, though. I'm assuming we're not going to get a KO this turn, and I'm honestly fine not to. I kind of want to sit back and Cafe Master, if anything. So I'd like to eventually move that EXP share to another Milcery or a different Pokemon this turn, too. Okay. Well, we would have been able to get an attack off, but it's okay. Let's go for the Mysterious Tail before we do anything else. There's Ordinary Rod. We do have to worry about Jolteon actually getting up and running properly. So I think what we're going to do here is, I assume Mew is going to get knocked out. So I think we're going to Ultra Ball. I think we're actually just going to forgo Boss because we basically only want to attack into Jolteons anyways. We'll do that and get rid of our energy. I think I can live with that. And of course we'll go for the Manaphy, and we do have the Ordinary Rod in case they do try to boss it. That is something that we do have going for us as well. So for the moment, we're just going to pass over to our opponent. We're fine with Mew getting knocked out, worst case scenario. But I didn't, well, actually we probably should have evolved the Alcremie as well, now I'm thinking about it, because if they do have boss, they're definitely going to boss the Manaphy. So that actually, small misplay on my part there. But hey, they have research anyway, so it winds up not mattering. But nevertheless, guys, I think that would have been the correct play in this instance. So there's going to be the Drizzy. Let's see what they're going to get here. Okay, Evolution Incense makes sense. And they're probably going to start attempting to take out our Manaphy with Inteleon Snipes, which makes sense. This is definitely going to be the biggest threat to their deck. And if they don't knock us out, that would be good as well. Definitely cool with that, being able to have one more access to Mysterious Tail. Okay, pass over to us. So we'll attach over here. And actually knocking out this Drizzile is pretty good too, just because that's one less Inteleon snipe that it can have access to. So we'll go for the Industrious Incisors over here. Okay, Mysterious Tail as well. So I think I'll grab the Battle VIP Pass just to Ultra Ball it away. We'll definitely treat no matter what. I'm thinking, do we set up another Barrel? I'm like kind of oddly okay with that as well, but I think we should focus on setting up a third Alcremie, just because I don't want to get to a point where they can knock out Manaphy with abilities and then knock out both Alcremies at the same time. That would be really sketchy for us. So I'm just going to do this for the moment. We will... Sure, we'll level ball as well. Grab our Alcremie. But definitely next turn is when we really want to start finding Cafe Masters, start swarming a little bit more energy into play. But I'm happy knocking out the Drizzile here. Like I said, that is going to deny them Inteleon at the very least. And now our opponent's probably going to start putting on some pressure of their own, I would imagine. They're definitely going to be looking for the Elemental Badge, but they have the Drizzile, so more than likely we're just going to see that from them here. But they still need an energy to go along with it. Ooh, oh no, that is bad. Yeah, okay, Avery is really good. We have to discard the Mew, and we have to get rid of the Milcery. We just have to. That's really rough. Yeah, that was a huge Avery. And they have the Elemental Badge as well. Yikes. Oof. Yeah, things are getting a little bit sketchy over here, I'm not gonna lie. That was an absolutely huge supporter for our opponent there. Okay, there's gonna be the Max Thunder Rumble, so we're probably not gonna get a KO this turn. We'll grab the Psychic Energy for the moment. We can soften up Jolteon, but yeah, we're definitely not threatening a whole lot right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and... yeah, we have to Ornate Rod here. So yeah, we will do both. I think we'll just do the 2 Milceries for the moment, because we really want to guarantee that we can get them back down. Grab both of these, because we're probably going to pitch away this Metal Energy. Okay, let's go for Milcery here. And I'm hoping they don't play another Avery. That would be super annoying for our deck. So let's go ahead and do this. And grab yet again another Milcery. There is a world where they do knock out this Manaphy next turn with their abilities, and I don't want to be subject to some weird triple KO nonsense taking care of our only attackers. That would be really bad. Okay, so we can Raihan as well. That's actually pretty good. So yeah, we'll Raihan over here. And... I think we'll go for Bidoof. Kind of cool with that. Oh, actually, no, we want to bump their stadium, probably. Yeah, I think we're cool with that. So take that back. We'll put that back on this Milcery back here. And we can also still attack. Or, I'm sorry, attach. So probably okay. That's really tough. Because if we attach here, they're definitely going to... yeah, this looks like it might be a pretty rough turn for us coming up. I'm not going to lie, guys. So we'll soften up the Jolteon. But I'm kind of anticipating a really degenerate turn from our opponent, because they can go 20 on Manaphy, scoop up Net the Goon, or evolve into the other Drizzile and knock that out. There's Level Ball. Second Goon. Okay, so Manaphy's going down, and if they have the other Inteleon or a Scoop Up Net to ping something else, I don't know how we come back from that. That's... bruh. And they have the Cheryl. Oh my god, if they hit the way to get the damage...
Stop! He's already dead!
Bruh. Oh my god. And then from there, they're going to target down the Milcery, or maybe the Burrell. Honestly, that's perfectly valid as well. Yeah, and then they're going to knock out both of these. Holy crap. That is so degenerate. Yeah, I what do you do? This is like, this almost makes me think, do we just cut our losses and cut the Manaphy out of the deck entirely? I feel like your opponent doesn't always have these insane turns like this, but still, Jesus Christ. That's rough. So we'll do both. We have to get one Manaphy. Ugh, man. This is not enough Pokemon to round out a game, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We have to win in 2 attacks. It's literally impossible. Yeah, we're just gonna concede here. Literally have no out at this point. That was an incredible turn from our opponent. So yeah, they earned that one, to be fair, so we'll give it to them. Okay, so we do win the coin flip, so we will go first. We've got a lot of basics we want to set up, and ooh, that's actually a pretty solid little opening that we have here. We got the Mew, we got the Ultra Ball to get the Barrel for next turn, also really solid. Let's see, our opponent's gonna take a mulligan, and it... Interesting. Okay, my low tick. They're playing something that wants to increase their hand size. I think this is Golurk. Or Indeedee. I think one of those or both of them has an attack that does more for each card in their hand or something like that. Okay, it's going to be Indeedee. So 10 times the amount of cards in their hand. So we actually could be facing potentially a turn 1 KO, which would be sketchy for us. So let's go ahead and battle VIP pass here. And unfortunately, we do not have energy to get going, which is actually really unfortunate. So we're just going to do this. I don't think our Milcery is in danger of being knocked out. Well, no, we should probably do the 2 Milcery just to be safe. But I'd like the idea of being able to set up 2 Barrels next turn. But let's see what we get with the Mysterious Tail. EXP Share. This would actually be a great card to get if we had energy, but is what it is. So for the moment, I think we're just gonna pass from there. We could Ultra Ball. We could even Ultra Ball, getting rid of both Alcremies and getting Bidoof and Ordinary Rod those back. That's an option, but because there is a world where we get knocked out. So I think that's actually what I'm gonna do, guys, believe it or not. So we'll do this. And I think we'll just go with another Bidoof here. And yeah, we'll just Ordinary Rod these back into the deck. Because I think there's a decent chance we do get knocked out, and then we still need 5 Alcremies to round out the game. And with our 4 that we have, plus our other Ordinary Rod, we still have enough to close out the game. But I really like getting on the second Bidoof, because right now we're in definitely a bad spot. Not having energy. That whiffing the energy attachment was actually pretty big for us. Okay, there's going to be the double turbo, so that might keep us alive. Okay, they're just going to go for the collect. I'm cool with that. So that actually buys us another turn. Happy to see that. Okay, so let's go ahead and evolve over here. EXP Share. Go for the Industrious Incisors. So this actually might be a turn. We might take the turn to Cafe Master. That seems pretty good to me. No items. Okay, very interesting. So at that point, we'll just... I'm actually going to hold off on evolving, because I don't want to get bossed. So yeah, Cafe Master, we'll just do these guys. So we'll do Fire Energy, Fighting, and Metal seems good to me. So there's going to be this, you know, their draw engine starting to come online a little bit. And actually, they don't have the Milotic, so going for the Marnie on this next turn actually could be really good for us too. Going Marnie knockout, being able to disrupt their hand. They don't have many Cinccino's on the board either, so just have to see. It looks like they're a little bit conflicted about what they want to do. Okay, just the hand Kinesis, so we might actually run away with this one because their setup is not very well developed yet. So let's just go with the Milcery. We will evolve into Alcremie. Go for the Marnie. Put them back down to a 4-card hand. Okay. Yeah, pretty decent little draw here. Let's see, we'll evolve this one over here. Since we do need to attach. Sure, we'll get down another Bidoof. Why not? Yeah, and our deck is like pretty much taking off at this point. So yeah, we'll just go for the rainbow flavor for the KO here. More than enough damage to knock out poor little Indeedee. And yeah, we'll have to see what's going to happen. We definitely could get return KO'd. Like there is a world where they go like Air Balloon, Indeedee, attach. Plus, I was going to say Cynthia's Ambition, but the Schoolgirl is not going to be enough to really get them there. Okay, pitching away another Crobat. So they're not going to get too many uses out of these bats. Oh, but there's going to be the Rescue Carrier. Indeedee having 90 HP is actually pretty nice for them too. So they need 9 cards in their hand, but I don't think they're going to get there this turn. Yeah, just a pass over to us. So we're going to be able to pull ahead here now on this turn. So I think I'll just do this over here. We could Cafe Master, but I like the idea of just knocking out Indeedee. That seems a little bit better to me. Just take this thing out and just go for the Rainbow Flavor. We could Ultra Ball, but I'm going to keep our Stadiums. I don't know if they're playing a Stadium or not. And I don't want to put these down because I don't know if they have a tool that they might want to abuse. So we're cool just hanging onto this hand. So let's see. There's going to be one of their Golbat, so they can draw 2 whenever they evolve into it. Then, of course, Crobat, they can get 3, but they will have to wait another turn to do that. But yeah, they are going to need Indeedee, Energy, Switching Card, and a 9-card hand still. So I don't think, based on their setup so far, I don't think they can get there. They just haven't developed their board enough to really get there. And at this point, I don't even care about resetting their hand, to be honest. At this point, as long as we can just attack every turn, that's all we need. There's going to be their Phoebus. They can have it as far as I'm concerned. Because I think we're going to be too far ahead now. I don't know if they're playing something else that might swing them back into the game. But at this point, I don't really think I'm that worried about what our opponent might have. So we'll just attach over here. That's fine. Actually, we could Cafe Master as well. But we don't really need to. And I'd rather attach our energies to Alchemies if possible. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just go for the Industrious Incisors. Okay. And yep, we will just go for the Rainbow Flavor over here. Again, waiting to see something that would really worry us, because right now we're sitting pretty good, guys. Even though we're Psychic, we're actually not weak to Dark, so Golbats wouldn't be able to knock us out. Oh, this would, though. It can do 100 for 2 energy, so that will work. But again, it's just like, we know they're playing the Battle VIP passes, but they didn't get to really use any. They haven't developed their board. I think we're going to be in an okay spot. Oh, actually, you know what? We actually should have played the Cafe Master last turn just to play down our hand to a lower size. That actually could have been good. Now I'm thinking about it, so I think no matter what, we'll play a Cafe Master this turn. Okay, there's going to be the energy. And our opponent's like finally starting to get set up, but this is really what they wanted, like turn 2, not turn 5 or whatever this is. So Yeah, I kind of feel bad for them. I don't know if they're going to be able to close this one out, so we'll get the lightning energy. Move over to this Milcery over here. Just promote this little guy back here. A level ball, that is good. Let's grab another Milcery, just because we can Cafe Master to it. Sure, so we'll do these. Okay, and of course we will pick up our EXP share, move it over to this Milcery. We will Industrious Incisors for 1. Getting Ultra Ball would be great here. We do not get it, but we do have a Marnie for next turn. So between our Marnie and our Barbarrels, we should be able to find an attacker for this next turn. Okay, we do get energy, that's fine. Like, we could have gone for the Alcremie this turn to just guarantee the extra attacker, but again, I really wanted to be able to start powering up our third Alcremie, because we are going to need that at some point too. So there's their Golbat. If they have Crobat plus energy, that would allow them to get the KO, or if they have another Scoop Up Net, I'm sure that would work too. But yeah, their hand is huge at this point. They're only down 2 energy, so more than likely we will see an attack this turn. That's what they have, like a 12 card hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, I'm good. Up to a 14 card hand. Yeah, between all of this, there's no way they don't have an energy to attack with. Okay, there's gonna be a level ball, so we might see, okay, another Zubat. That's cool. So we need to see Crobat energy or Scoop Up Net energy. Ooh, and there's a Schoolgirl too. Okay, but we still haven't seen the... Okay, there's the Scoop Up Net. Okay, they're promoting the Indeedee. They must have the energy. With a hand that big, it'd be very unlikely they didn't. That would be some really bad luck otherwise. Okay, there is going to be their double turbo energy. Rescue Care as well. Probably just getting an Indeedee back. Oh, they must have another one in hand if that's the case. Yeah, I just don't know what they're going to be digging for at this point. I guess they're just having to hope that we whiff what we need. So we'll get our Metal Energy, move that over here. Just promote the Milcery. Sure, we'll get down Mew. Don't think it matters too much where we attach. I'll get down the energy here just because we can always hard retreat if we don't have an air balloon. So that's cool with me. I'll get EXP share down over here just for the moment. And I might Industrious for 1 first. Okay, that's actually a really good card to get. So we'll just get 2 Alchemies back. So just 2 Pokemon. We really don't care about the energy. We're hitting for more than enough. So we just want to be able to maximize our chances of hitting an attacker this turn. Because if we don't, it's actually going to be kind of bad for us. So we'll go for the Marnie here. And okay, we do get there. We have the level ball. So we're feeling pretty good about this, guys. We have 4 Alchemies in deck. I feel like there's no way we're not going to end up making this happen. So I'll put EXP share on Mew, I guess. And I'm going to pick this one up just in case they try to go for like a boss stall play or something. And I'm just going to move this over to our poor little Bidoof over there. Okay, we have another Barbarrel. Go for another Industrious Incisors. And just go for the Rainbow Flavor. And I think we're in a good spot, guys. We have the Raihan. So we can guarantee what we need next turn. We know our opponent's not going to Marnie us because they don't want to lose their giant hand size. So that should be game. Like I said, our opponent had kind of a rough start, this one getting going. You know, they really didn't develop their board literally until like turn 4 or turn 5, whatever it was. But they did take the first KO. That was like the one thing they did have going their way, but they just kind of stumbled after that and didn't have a lot going on. So there's going to be their Crobat. They could definitely attack with Crobat if they have a Twin Energy. That would get them the KO. But, I mean, we'll have to see. Maybe there's something we're missing here, guys. The only thing I could foresee them trying to do is like a boss stall play on our barrels. But we have both of our air balloons still in deck, so I don't think that's going to be much of an option for them. Okay, there's going to be the wing attack, I'm assuming. Okay, there's going to be boss's orders. Interesting. I don't think that makes a difference, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we'll just move this over to Mew. I guess it's like, well, have the boss, may as well go down swinging, I guess. And then from there, we'll just go for the Rainbow Flavor for the KO on the Crobat. And we are going to take down the Indeedee deck with our Alcremie deck. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for the Alcremie deck that we have today. Like I said at the beginning of this video, probably not the most competitive deck out there. Honestly, it's just a very clunky deck at different times. Like Cafe Master only accelerates your energy to the bench, which sometimes creates weird things for you, weird situations. You know, the early game is very clunky if you don't have a full maxed out bench, and you have to run a ton of energy in an evolution deck, which already doesn't have as much space as like a basic deck. Yeah, guys, I'm not too keen on this one for any tournaments coming up, but I definitely wanted to try this thing out. This was definitely, I think, a very cool, interesting archetype that Brilliant Stars gave us and was worth at the very least, I think, covering on the channel here. But either way, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to take that support to the next level, you can also become a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg or pick up some merch at rarecandytcg.com. Links to those will be down below in the description. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.